Hello everyone, I hope you had an amazing weekend so far. We are getting ready for tomorrow because it's Monday, it's market open and we are gonna start trading. So I just wanted to push out a quick outlook like I want to do every week for you guys on YouTube. Just my simple ideas and my plan for the entire week. This is not gonna be too long because I'm straightforward with what I'm expecting. So let's start off from, actually let's take a look at dollar first. If you go to the DXY. If you remember from last week, I was expecting some buys on NFP, which actually did happen. I wasn't expecting this big push on dollar, but yeah, it is what it is. The market does what it wants. So we had a really big push on US dollar, which caused all the pairs to go down more. So for me, this just means more manipulation, and at the same time, we're gonna have a way bigger down move when that actually starts to happen in the upcoming weeks. So if we take a look at EU, from beginning of the week we just kept dropping without stopping, and then on the 8th of July we had a big drop to the downside, and after that coming Friday NFP we actually did have this push up that I was expecting. It's still, I managed to enter a buy position, gonna put it here on the screen, but what I'm expecting next, just based on the 4-hour, is so we can make that 4-hour change of character and then maybe retesting these areas before continuing higher. So this is just a good indication. If you just look at the 4-hour, you can see how clear it is. 4-hour came down, made a huge wick, and then started pushing down, and Friday market open, this is what usually happens. Market just stops at this area, but that means that London session and for Monday and all the way to Tuesday, we're gonna see that bigger move to the upside, potentially for the entire week. So if you go down on the 1-hour, you can see how we made some equal highs right here. So I'm really expecting those to be breaking down because price is just moving bullish. If you're looking more to the upside, you also have a lot of liquidity right here to be taken out, and also just above these highs. So my first target for these buys were actually this area right here where I took partials. My next area for profits is around 1.026 level, just making that 4-hour push a little bit bigger, and then waiting for the retracement on the 4-hour to stack those long positions. So it's starting to look good for sure, but we still have to be a little bit patient in order to actually catch a bigger move. This trade I'm not gonna break down, I'm gonna break it down in the FXA mentorship group. If you wanna join, the link is in description. So what I'm expecting for this week is Monday, Asia and London session to sort of make some kind of range here and then just start pushing higher. So I'm gonna potentially look for some buy positions after we make this break of structure, potentially to this doji on the 1-hour, or maybe a little bit lower on these weeks right here, which is also a possibility. So these are the two areas I'm looking to take some buys. I'm not really looking for any sells unless I see some clear movement to the downside, but for me now it looks like price just wants to make this take out this liquidity to make that break of structure, then maybe have a retracement to continue higher for that 4-hour change of character also. So just really easy. I'm just looking for some buys. I need to see how Asia sets up in order to potentially add a position, but so far my position is running at around 60 pips, which is really nice. Only had like a 5 pip stop loss, something like that, because I executed on the smaller time frames. So just expecting some bullish movement to potentially happen. If we're moving on to GU, we can see basically exactly the same thing, and just that we already had a 4-hour change of character. So in this area we took the low and then we took the high. So GU looks a little bit nicer in my opinion to continue taking buys. So basically what price did was make that 4-hour change of character to the upside, and then price came to retest these demand areas, and now it's potentially heading for a new break of structure, a new retest, and then a new continuation. So that's what I'm waiting also on GU. I haven't been able to take any positions. I was expecting this area a little bit down here. Didn't really go to there, just wicked it a little bit, but it is what it is. we have this Asia high as liquidity to be taken out. So exactly same thing. I'm just expecting market to start pushing higher, or second variant, if the market starts going lower, I'm just gonna start looking at these areas in order to take some buys. But yeah, this is the most favorable situation that's I hope is gonna happen, so I can take some buys. If price just breaks higher, then I'm probably not gonna look for any buys unless we have like a clear break of structure, maybe after taking this Asia high, and then we have a pullback to these areas and then continuing higher. But same as EU, I'm just expecting some bullish movement on GU. Potentially first target of course will be around this area, this supply area, and then just above those relative equal highs, this trend line liquidity that has been formed. So that's my second target for this long place. I'm not gonna look for shorts just because we need to have some kind of pullback, so that's my best up. If we look at gold also, gold did have a really nice move on NFP. It did wick higher, but I don't think it actually on 1 hour didn't really close. It's a bit of a weird situation. I was expecting this area or maybe this lower area between 1726 to 7020. Between that area I wanted to get some buys in. But if we look at the 1 hour, you can see price just wicked down and then made like a big bullish move, a small retracement towards market close. So for gold, I'm probably gonna wait and not take any trade. I just want to see if price can come a bit lower to this area. This is just a markup. I didn't actually execute the trade, but it was really nice. So I'm waiting to see if we can come into this area, have some kind of confirmation to take buys towards the side, which is likely gonna happen on Monday London session. So if we do it like this, smaller, looks really nice. Also probably gonna have some kind of fib retracement. If you trade that, that's also really good. You can see the levels, but what I'm expecting on gold is just to come take this liquidity up, down, this area, give some confirmation, then the first target is gonna be the high, which is about 200 pips, I think. Let me check. 130, 140 pips, which is really nice for an intraday trade. So that's what I'm expecting for London session tomorrow, Monday, which is the 11th of July. Just really simple. I have my bias. I had it from last week's outlook. Unfortunately, it didn't happen quite as expected. I didn't expect this bearish move to happen, but that just makes now it makes a lot more sense, because the market wanted to just dump more orders in to take liquidity, and then with the NFP we saw the news, which were pretty bad for the dollar, so that's gonna drive the market to the upside on EU, GU and gold. That probably has the highest percentage of trade that can work out, so that's why I'm just looking for buys. You can see if I have some kind of retracement to continue adding some buys. If I don't, then I'm just gonna wait for the 4-hour charge on EU. On GU I'm just gonna expect some kind of pullback to continue taking buys. And gold also, I really wanna catch a big move on gold, even if I still think we can touch the 1725 areas all the way down to 1720 before actually going bullish. So I'm open to that as well. I'm not really trying to force any buys here, just because 4 hours is stuck in this range after this big bearish candle. So it's quite dangerous right now. Structure doesn't really hold for gold to push higher, so it can wick down to these areas and then continuing higher. So that's a possibility. My focus is just gonna be on EU and GU for Monday and see what happens. Of course, charts are gonna be posted in the FXA mentorship group, and also my private NFX mentorship. They're gonna be posted Monday, just before London session, as I usually do, to see if we have any more data from Asia, because that's really important. It's really important to have data for at least 1 or 2 sessions before. So if you're trading New York, you can just analyze your data from Asia session and London session and take a better decision. London session can work out, but usually the best trading session is just New York, because you have much more data to rely on. So yeah guys, that's about it for this week's outlook. Initially I just wanted it to make like once every 2 weeks, but I'm just gonna make it weekly, because it's really, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and I enjoy helping you guys. So if this just helps you make your bias or something like that, just leave a comment down below and a like. That's gonna help the channel grow. and I'll see you probably this week in another video about trading stuff. Of course, start uploading more as soon as possible. So see you guys in the Discord, the link is in the description. Just join, it's free, you don't have nothing to lose. I hope you're enjoying the rest of the weekend, and let's have a profitable week.